Hi, my name is Gabriella Blom, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Florida. A couple of years ago, I was a GK-12 Fellow through the SPICE program, and as part of our module, what we did was we brought the students out to a small island community called Cedar Key, which is located in the Gulf of Mexico, just outside of Gainesville. And most of the kids that came with us had never seen the ocean before. So imagine how it must feel to see this for the very first time. We talked about tides and how the depth of the ocean can rise and fall in response to the moon. And we tried to wrap our heads around this huge concept. And at the same time, we dug through the mud and turned over rocks and looked through the grass beds and found hundreds of critters, like this fiddler crab, which is a male, and uses this claw to attract females at night during low tide. So there were hundreds of critters like this one that we saw, and there were hundreds of questions coming from the students, many of which I could answer and many of which I had never even heard before, that were so creative. And so it was a really exciting experience for me, and I know that it was for them, because at the very end of the trip, one of the students came to me and said that it was the very best day of his life. And so I'm here to tell you this story because this trip happened 5 years ago, and for the last 5 years, after I was no longer a GK-12 Fellow, and after the teacher that I worked with was no longer associated with GK-12, we were able to successfully bring the students out here every single year. We brought 80 students out on the same trip, and every trip has had the same impact.